And welcome to the latest episode of The Altar. We got me, Matt, not drinking White Claws, and we got Yimmer, we got Ben. Let's go over,
Yo,
dude. For a brief second, I thought you were wearing like an Omicron shirt.
if only
Dude,
they don't.
I'm
They don't
based.
have those out yet.
Dude, they have them. They have them as soon as the variants drop. What are you talking about?
Well, no, you have to get a pre-order. You have to pre-order those. They're already sold out.
Oh, the pre-orders are sold out. Crazy. It's like
Yeah, the
you didn't
pre-order
get
for the
that yet.
shirts were sold out like a week ago. I couldn't get one, so I had to get like this fake one.
Incredibly based. Well, before we get into anything too crazy, how's you guys' Thanksgiving?
Fucking awful, dude.
great.
What, Ben?
I said fucking great.
Oh yeah, where'd you end up going? I know you got pussy caught you down.
Yeah, so I was at my friend Ryan's and the pussy literally just walked up and sat in my lap. But it was good. It was a Friendsgiving. Very low key, lots of food. Took home lots of leftovers. Good night.
Hell yeah. Yeah, bro. You do stuff with the family?
Yeah, I was in Puerto Rico with family. It was awful down there. The food was over salted the entire time.
That's Mexican food, bro. What are you talking about?
It's Puerto Rico, so it's not
It's
not
like
Mexican.
the same thing.
Same thing.
It's essentially the same thing.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
we just had my parents over because that's the only people allowed here, right? And then no, like I put that fucking turkey in the fridge Monday morning. I'm like, yeah, I'll be thawed in time. It's still like a little bit icy, so we just rinse that bad boy. Rinse it with nice cold water.
Word.
My wife's like, why don't we just fucking run hot water on? I'm like, don't do that. Just cold water in the cavity. But everything turned out good. Everything was delish. My dad get fucking got an L. When he was my mom was supposed to bring green bean casserole or whatever. And they're like, well, I guess we're bringing asparagus and getting a steamable broccoli and cheese because your dad dropped the fucking pan out in the carport. I was like, okay, good for you. I was like, I was kind of looking forward to that. And yeah, so that was good. But let's talk COVID. This new thing that's happening. I don't know if you guys caught that there's this virus called COVID, and they're talking about lockdowns and all that.
Really?
I don't know if
Kinda
they're actually
nuts.
talking about. Well, no, like, so the Omicron. I don't even know all of the things.
How did they land on Omicron? Like we had Delta. Okay, we can get away with from Beta. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Because I'm
But
racist and I don't care how to pronounce it. Is it like XI? How do you pronounce that? It's like
Z,
Z?
you're pronouncing Z
It's just Z. Okay, that's what I kind of
because
thought.
otherwise you pronounce it X, or yeah. I
So
think you just have to pronounce it phonetically
people are
Z.
like, well, why'd they skip over Z? Because that was the next one. Because they're like, well, the new, when they named it new, people were confusing it with like new, like brand new or something, like the band, which is pretty good. I like brand new, you know.
I mean, they're kind of fuck with you. Why wouldn't you just use the phonetic alphabet already? That's there. Like use Delta. Why wouldn't you use like Echo,
Don't question the science.
Foxtrot, Golf,
Sounds
Hotel,
Don't question
Indigo,
the science.
Juliet?
Sounds like you're questioning the science. You need to stop it. So,
All right, my
no,
bad.
they,
My bad. My
they
bad.
skipped Z to Omicron because, well, people are like, oh, but they don't want us to think it's like, so China has to blame. Like, we already know China's to blame, right? And this video is gonna get cut down now because I said that. But no, they're like, it's like to make it more racist. They're like, no, they skipped it because it's a common surname in China. I'm like, come on, guys, get original over there, please. So that's why they skipped the Z. But outside Omicron, which people are like, it's an anagram for moronic, which I actually don't know if it is. I didn't do the math.
I don't care. I think if you're gonna call a variant of a disease something, Omicron's pretty dope. I'll give them that. I'll give them a point in their favor. That's a pretty cool. Like, oh, what you got? Oh, I got the Omicron variant. Like, oh shit, you a Transformer dog?
Mm-hmm. That's a Decepticon. I would say Omicron would be a Decepticon type beat. So, I don't even know what they're saying. So, like, why is the new virus called Omicron? Oh yeah, it's because they want to avoid public confusion and stigma. Okay.
You know what? I don't. I guess they're worried about like what happened near the start, where like a bunch of people are just flipping on the Asians.
Maybe. Well, that's why they passed the Asian hate bill or anti-Asian hate, whatever the fuck. But with some very
This
interesting common questions. Have you guys ever looked at the common questions for COVID?
I actually was looking at them today because someone sent me a message like, "Oh, you need to get. I think you need to get vaccinated because there's an Omicron variant." I immediately took a screenshot of what the CDC said about taking a vaccine. You could probably get a heart attack, possibly, and then immediately showed them the Omicron variant, also saying it gives you a heart attack. So I was like, "Nope, not happening."
Whatever that, like Transformers,
For
Omicron.
young men, young adult males, you may have inflammation of the heart if you take the vaccine. Possibly, if it happens, go to the doctor. And then
Maybe.
the Omicron variant also does the same thing. So I was like, no,
Hmm.
I simply won't.
Yeah, I will simply not comply. But what?
And when I went to Puerto Rico, all I had to do was just take a fucking PCR test in one of those rapids before I went on the flight. I went to an urgent care, did it in like fucking 30 minutes. The rapid was like, nothing. You have no diseases. Like, bet. And the PCR came back like a day or two after, and they just said, you have nothing. I was like, bet. And I went to Puerto Rico. Like, are you vaxxed? I was like, no. And they're like, all right. Do you have like? Do you have a paperwork? I was like, yeah, I got my phone. And they looked at it. And they're like, okay. And then I went home, and no one gave a shit. It was great.
Well, you did you pass off a fake card?
No, I didn't. I just took a PCR test, and I showed that I had
nice.
no issues. So
Nice.
it's not. It's a territory slash. So it's treated, I guess, as like still part of the U.S. enough that I don't need. It's not like I'm going to Germany where like they'd probably shit themselves.
No, I didn't know
over that.
like if any places over there were like, oh, you need like a vaccine
No, I mean
passport
some
to get in.
places they were like you have to wear a mask even though it is an outdoor place on the beach. Before you go in, also we're gonna spray your hand with sanitizer, and then you sat down and then you took it off, and like
Oh yeah, you took it off. Right?
we're outside on the beach at a bar. You were the only place doing this. Out of all the places I went to, not a single place gave a shit except for this one place. And it was like they made also just. I did not have good food there. I was really disappointed because I think it was just all more touristy trap shit.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm sure. Let's see. This common question was interesting to me. Was can COVID-19 be spread through sexual intercourse?
I can try.
Yeah, not if you're doing it doggy style, because that's the 6 feet apart, roughly. Maybe I don't know. I don't have a tape measure.
I can't. I think the answer was no, right? Like it's not based. It doesn't go through semen or vaginal fluid.
No, because
you can?
Respiratory droplets, saliva, and fluids from your nose are known to spread COVID-19 and could be around during sexual contact.
Okay, so oral sex is where you kind of fuck up.
Yeah, it's like kissing. While kissing or during sexual intercourse, you are in close contact with someone and can spread COVID-19 droplets or saliva. Well, first of all, I don't kiss when I have sex because I'm not gay. Some gay shit. Like, come on.
Watch me have 3 children and not kiss at all.
It's like, I didn't kiss my wife once.
You kiss your wife? What are you, fucking gay? Those lips have touched other men's lips, dude. Fucking gay, dude. What's the fuck wrong with you?
But no, like the World Health Organization put out something where we might be like need to prepare to take like extreme measures to stop the spread of Omicron or whatever. I'm like, I've heard this before. Like, let's do the same thing.
Delta was a flop, so they came up with the coolest fucking name I've ever heard for a disease.
The Omicron Persei variant.
No, I mean, no, unironically, this may actually legitimately affect, like, it has to be a little more effective sounding than Delta. Because I'm like saying, like, Delta Airlines, like, oh, so it's ineffective and I'll never, it's just a piece of shit. It's not gonna do anything.
I literally got to keep going back to, like, the idea that, like, Transformer shit, that people are like, we got to take this fucking variant seriously, or the Decepticons are gonna come get our asses. And the people believe it, because it's so fucking stupid. I saw some meme where it was like, yeah, this new Omicron is still gonna have a survival rate of like at least 99%.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no, like, it progressively.
Didn't they say this one specifically affects like the age groups that like have like no issues with it for the most part?
Yeah,
or is it like younger people.
It basically affects the age groups that they just approved vaccines for. So what a coincidence!
I just think it's funny because like if you talk to like most virologists, and they'll usually say when a disease mutates, generally almost a majority, like almost 90+% of the time, a disease is less lethal. It may spread more, sure, but it's going to be less lethal because now it's learning how to be in other people without killing them. Because kind of pointless to be a disease if you kill people. Now, I'm not saying that like, oh, there's so many fucking people who've had it and then take like an antibiotic and then can make it stronger. Sure, that's a thing that could happen too. It's fine, but the likelihood of that happening, mixed bag. Hey, maybe in like India or like really big areas where like shit happens, but like generally how a disease is supposed to work is it becomes less deadly over time. Which, yet again, this was a flu that like kind of fucked your lungs. So
I had someone.
if you're 87, you're still fucked. If you're my age, as long as you don't smoke crack every day, you're generally doing all right.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
So then, as somebody who smokes crack every day, how are you doing?
I'm built different, so it doesn't matter. The amount of crack that coats my lungs actually has killed enough virus that I am actually, after Omicron, they're going to have like Persei 8 or whatever the fuck variant. That's going to be from me. So only crack smokers will be effective. They want to kind of get like every demographic in there at some point. So after this one, it's going to be crack smokers and bisexuals only. They're going to be more likely to die.
Based. Get rid of the drug problem. Let them die. So yeah, I got some comment on a reply to some posts where like that's for some reason someone had commented about COVID. It wasn't even COVID related. But this was like months ago. It was that meme from like a Umbrella Academy where it's like you can do whatever you want as long as it doesn't harm anyone. Does those make any sense? That meme where some dude like months ago had told me like, well, you'll get vaccinated. I was like, no. I'm like, it doesn't harm everybody. Like not everyone gets harmed that contracts it, right? Like if you contract it, like it doesn't guarantee it's gonna harm you, right? And so the guy's like, well, then die. And I'm like, well, according to the CDC numbers, my age group. I'm probably not, like highly unlikely. He's like, well, if you want to play a numbers game, right? I was like, well, yeah. I'm like, that's what possibly could you be playing?
That's what we just did.
That's like you literally have to be playing a numbers game. There's no other way to play this fucking game unless you're retarded, right? So that was months ago.
Play with mods.
It was months ago, and I forgot about it, right? I think we talked about it on a podcast.
Yeah, I remember
episode months ago.
this up at some point.
But some dude just replied to it, tagged that person that I was talking to, and then in quotes, COVID doesn't harm everyone that contracts it. It's like, that is factually incorrect. Some people are harmed temporarily and fully recover. Some are long haulers. Some suffer permanent injury and some die. Don't mistake recovery for no harm done. Young people have discovered heart damage following even a minor COVID infection. Protect yourselves and others. And that person responded, is like, I don't even remember commenting on this post at all to the one person. But the funny thing is, I was the one that made the comment, and he tagged the other dude that's stupid and not me. And the cherry on top is, since I didn't remember, I fucking scrolled all the replies. It was like near the top of a shitload. This post has like 50,000 notes on it, right? And plenty of people throwing their own dumb shit into it that I ignore. It was fucking, this person scrolled through all the bullshit to go up here and not even tag the right fucking person to bitch about. Like, what are you doing? You spent all that effort, just take a little bit extra for me and tag me so I know. But I'm like, yeah, it doesn't actually harm it. There's plenty of people that don't even know they had COVID, right? And when I say harm, I mean like permanently. Like dudes, or not.
Yeah, even in their own example, they're kind of just ignoring the basic statement.
Yeah.
Of like, yeah, most people are fine. Thank you. That's it.
Yeah, it's like stupid. Like,
it's a fucking it's a flu or whatever you want to call it, a virus. I mean, it is just a shitty flu that fucked your lungs a little extra. That's it.
It's like, but the thing is, like, what was the shit? But like, that's like one of the reasons. Like, I was like started working out. Like, hey, maybe I highly doubt that it would get me. Right? I'm like, but you know what? It doesn't hurt to do a little bit extra. So that's why I start working out, do a little cardio. Fuck you.
In general, this is a good idea.
Yeah, I'm like, you'll exercise a little bit. It's like what most people have to do. And then people are like, well, there was one guy that did cardio every fucking day of the week, and he got
Yeah,
COVID
running on a
really bad.
treadmill is not good cardio, by the way. That only just helps your lungs a bit and your legs. Like that's it's nothing.
Oh no, there's always examples of like someone that just had like got a bad case of it, and even though they're like
Yeah.
healthy, worked out, but it's like one fucking case, like it's a handful.
It's
of cases.
it's you're like I wouldn't necessarily even say strong. It's just because like generally speaking, working out is honestly one of the best things you can do. Just in general, it makes you less depressed. You have a better immune system. Your body will last longer. You know, like you're more resistant to just certain issues that come up over time. All this kind of stuff. Like in general, just working out. You don't need to get big. You don't need to get cut up. Just consistently every 3 times a week, doing a little workout improves you on so many different levels, including your immune system and depression. Like it's not a cure all, but like I know one guy who he gets cancer like almost every fucking month basically, and has to like go through a bunch of medicines and trials and shit, and like
vaccines is
all this kind of stuff. I have God knows, I have no idea, but
All of them.
he works out like a motherfucker. I mean, if you saw this guy, he's toned, he's cut up, he looks like a picture of health on the skinnier side, but I mean, man's still getting cancers, but he would definitely be fucking dead if he wasn't doing all this fitness shit to begin with as well. Because you're, fat schlep, you're going to probably die a lot sooner and quicker. Generally speaking, unless you're built different.
Now I'm wondering if if steroids have anything to do with it. Like if
steroids would probably actually make it worse because you're just inflaming everything. Like you're enlarging a lot of your body. Your kidneys and livers are going to go out to shit. If they're taking SARMs, your balls will actually usually be the same size, but everything else is still a nightmare. Your kidneys and liver usually are the one to get damaged really bad. The balls are really a minor point.
Never take steroids. I like my balls intact. They're big, they're beautiful.
That's why most people take SARMs, because it doesn't fuck with the testosterone as much. Your balls still usually can get a little fucked up. I have friends who are weightlifters and like gym bros, so like they kind of just tell me. Mm-hmm. If I was taking steroids or SARMs, I'd be jacked as shit right now. Are you kidding? I'd be walking in here with no shirt on all the time in like the most ridiculous fucking tightest shirt you've ever seen. Of all people. Come on.
All in the chat. It's like your personal examples are just anecdotes. My personal examples are a part of a larger pattern. Love it. So yeah, it's like just like fucking work out and shit. And then I thought about that Twitter I think it was like a Twitter post someone made. It's like, did you work out today? Like a comrade, because a fascist worked out today, and then you had all the fucking disabled communists responding to it. Like, I have a disability, okay, I can't work out. This is very ableist of you to even say that, right? Like it's like a bunch of these fuckers. I'm like, and that's why we win. And I saw something about a shit post of when I get like really jacked. It's gonna be like a year from now, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to my own place. Like, when I'm like super jacked and shit. Like, you guys work it out today? Because the fascists worked out today, and I'm looking pretty fucking big. just dunk on them.
My favorite thing is like, I'm disabled, I can't work out. I was like, you probably can. Like, motherfuckers in wheelchair got upper body strength that can rival like a lot of people, bro. It's such a bullshit excuse. Yeah, like, I mean, obviously, like, you got brittle bone disease, you can't do shit, obviously, but drink milk, dick.
Yeah, drink some fucking milk. What was the I'm trying to think, like, if you're disabled, like, what kind of disability you have? Because I'm like, you can lift some sort of weights.
Like, I was gonna say, there's definitely like disabilities that do actually mean you probably could not or should not work out properly. But like, you're fucking in a wheelchair, upper body strength, baby.
Yeah, like if you fucking like
I don't know. I mean,
I'm sure you could curl some.
I'm just not a big fan of excuses for shit. I mean, obviously, I'm sure some of them actually have valid excuses, but I think a lot of them are just like, yeah, I don't want to put effort. I will blame everything on anything to not do things I should do, which is not just of people of that sect. That's literally like almost any person ever about at least one thing.
Yeah. So, part of my workout stuff, I was like, I think I'm gonna start drinking, like hard seltzers or something, to try to, I don't know what kind of thought process I had going. And I'm like, yeah, it's like, keep the calories down or something. I was drinking winter lager, and apparently it's like 200 calories a pop. I'm like, dude, that's not good for my calorie deficit. The one that I'm not even keeping track of because I don't care that much. But so I bought fucking like Corona hard seltzers and shit. And like at Thanksgiving, I was drinking them. Dude, I had like 6 of them, and I didn't feel shit. I'm like, it's probably because it's mainly water. It's spiked fucking water, essentially. I'm like, I'm getting too hydrated, and the alcohol content isn't hitting. So I'm back to.
Wait, you're doing calorie counting?
No, I'm not. That was a joke. I'm not.
Oh, I'm just making sure. 'Cause I know you're doing a workout. I was like, you can't calorie count. You're trying to build up mass, bro. Not like that.
Yeah, no, I'm just like basically just my workout routine is basically just to be able to do 3 sets of 12, and barely be able to finish the 3rd set. That's my, like, I don't like I just on the fly figure it out, like, hey, this is it, and then every week I just try to up it a little bit. That's it.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't.
Are you bulking in any way? You're like trying to eat like a little more protein and carbs?
I literally didn't even change my diet. Like my
okay.
Well, because I don't get bored of food. I could eat the same. I could eat literally the same fucking thing every single day, and it wouldn't bother me. Because that's what I've been doing. My lunch.
I mean, just more protein, carbs, and some multivitamins. You're kind of set, bro. Honestly, for getting better at it.
Like, fuck.
And I mean, you honestly, and there's some studies that actually have mixed opinions on multivitamins. So you could take specific vitamins like your B12, your omega 3s, the garlic ones, or whatever the fuck it is, like individually. Sometimes that's a little bit better than the multivitamin because like they can only stuff so much shit in those things.
I take a multivitamin gummy for adults. For adults, gotta preface. Gotta make sure that's clear.
I don't know, man. I be chugging down the Flintstone gummies. I'm feeling a little suicidal. All it does is just make me fucking piss blood for a week.
Pissing blood. Well, I was pissing blood before the gummies. I thought the gummies might help it. It just made it worse.
Now it's kind of purplish. Actually, I remember. I think I was playing Halo with my friends, and I had the whole thing of Flintstone gummies. I ate the whole thing, and nothing really happened. And they're like, "Yo, yeah, but you can't eat like entire like jar of like the Flintstone gummies. Like you could like get serious issues." Like, oh, like yeah, your like kidney or liver gonna shut the fuck down or like get fucked up. And I took the whole thing. I just like a couple days later, like nothing happened. I was like, maybe that's why I'm like this now. It's just these Flintstone gummies just unlocked something in my DNA to just be resistant to bullshit. That's actually how I'm going to survive COVID.
Yeah, it's exactly, dude. If you pop at least a half bottle of Flintstone gummies a day, you're immune to COVID. Guaranteed.
Your kidney may shut down or your liver, but you know.
See, that reminds me of the shit. Ben, what'd you guys say? So.
I was just going to say, I was waiting for an opening to mention earlier that I, too, am building mass right now.
Yeah, when you're cocked because you're looking at me, faggot.
Something like that.
I've been hard the whole time. What have you been doing?
Just what have I been doing, like, in general? Or just fucking working, man? Just fucking
no, I mean, like, to build mass.
Working.
Or was that a joke you're making?
That was a joke. About my penis.
Okay. See, like I've been hard the
building
whole
mass.
Time. Building mass.
The whole time. No, that's like, all. Continue.
I lost my train of thought because I'm thinking about your fucking circumcised penis.
Yeah. Terrible. Happy Hanukkah.
Oh shit! Is it Hanukkah?
It is Hanukkah. I've seen about 12 posts about it.
I heard about it.
I you know what? I've been posting a couple Hanukkah posts, and you just haven't seen them. Clearly, you're not a true follower.
No, I did. I just didn't like it because I'm anti-Semitic.
Oh, how's that going for you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. No complaints out here in the South because no one cares.
Well, yeah. I live in New York, so I see more Jewish people than most will ever see in their entire life.
You should be more anti-Semitic.
Well, it depends on which groups, because like there's just regular Jews and there's the ones that like, you know, have those whole documentaries made about them where like, you know, they kind of have like those forced marriages and shit. Because, you know, there's different Jews, like there's different Catholics and different Muslims.
Okay. So there's that.
So so when we're making our own cult, I'm getting tired of this full society thing.
We are cultists, as anarchists. We're cultists.
But like we need a newer aesthetic. I can't have the A thing be our symbol. That's just fucking boring.
Okay.
Can we make it like someone's balls?
Yeah, Ben's maybe. Well, mine are
Yeah,
huge.
Ben's.
We'll do mine. Okay, after we'll do a.
We'll compare and contrast. You know.
Yeah, we'll compare and contrast.
Matt will use my. This is what we'll do. We'll use your balls and my shaft.
Perfect. Yeah,
And we'll use my pubes.
Because
so it covers half the fucking thing.
Balls and a small dick, but Ben's got a huge dick, small balls.
You can't even see mine.
Exactly.
I just do not shave down there. It is like a bush that just covers almost down to my knees. It's like a beard down there.
I like it's perfect. Like every time near the 30-minute mark, it's got to get like really gay.
It's been gay for like 10 minutes, dog.
It was sliding. It was sliding there.
Slippery slope. Yeah, we talked enough about Octagon, anyways.
Yeah. Otacon.
What else is to be said about that? We're all very aware of.
Yeah, the fucking Otacon variant that just fucking calls you up.
Otacon.
Like Snake.
just a gay colonel.
Snake.
Yeah, it was like I was just thinking about. I'm just like trying to imagine this in my head. Like Snake's going out. He doesn't have his mask on. He's fucking smoking his cigars and shit, his cigarettes. And it's just it's just the Otacon variant calling you like, Snake, you need to put on your mask. You're not social distancing with the box. Snake.
you just every time he goes to a store, instead of like the 6 feet apart thing, he just has a cardboard box. He just fucking goes like this if someone gets near him.
Yeah. Otacon, is this good enough? No. I don't remember.
Colonel, why is everyone wearing cringe?
That's not what he sounds like. I have no idea what that voice is supposed to be. Colonel, my cock is too hard. Colonel, my balls are heavy. What do I do?
Metal Gear Solid references.
Yeah, I haven't played any of them in so long. I played Phantom Pain like 3 years ago. That was a different man 3 years ago. Different man 4 weeks ago, bro. I'm having a time over here.
Are you though? Are you really having a time?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, not a good one, but I'm having a time.
Really, this Omicron shit is so fucking stupid. What exactly? Because you know what I didn't look up. What exactly is Omicron? It's like it doesn't have like a bunch of like spike protein mutations or something stupid. You know, I'm gonna reference Wager on Liberty. He hit me up. It was like conspiracy theory. The new Omicron variant, with its 30 mutations to the spike protein, had to come from Africa because black leftists were feeling left out from the COVID hate crimes targeting Asians. And I'm like, I could buy into that. That's for real.
It's just insane enough to make no sense. All right, new ideology picked up.
The last I heard, it like mutated from somebody apparently who had like an untreated case of AIDS.
So like, was it like in South Africa?
Super AIDS.
Yeah.
Because someone said it was India, and then another person said it was South Africa. Like I kept seeing posts about it, and I was like,
I don't even know anymore.
It doesn't really matter where it came from.
It's all fake bullshit. It's all just not real.
Let's see. We got a fake question from the chat. Paul, are forced marriages based?
No.
No.
I know we're doing a bit. I'm just gonna say no, anyways.
Let's give a real answer to no. But what about arranged marriages? Is Salo saying? So more like arranged marriages. What if they're arranged? What if like, you know, daughter's like, yeah, okay, whatever, fine, that's cool. Yeah, but it's like to bond the families, and I just knocked the shit out of my mic. Like to bond the families.
I mean, if it just so happens that they're into each other, all right, well, that's great. But otherwise, let's simply do a better job with synergy, bro.
Let's say it's arranged, right? They were like, okay, we would like you two to marry, and then meet, you know, have a little date. And they're like, you know what? Not for me. And they back out. Unarranged.
So like consensual arranged marriage.
Yeah, a consensual.
So it's basically the parents of both groups doing that thing that like you're like.
Uh-oh. Am I still here? Oh, Yimmer went. Okay.
Yeah, you're still.
Dude, I flipped out. I was because, hey, do you have that backup running?
I can.
No, you're fine.
Oh, it's sweet.
I saw the video feed freeze and I kept talking anyways.
Yeah, because
good man.
Nothing came through on my end. Craig might have got something.
Perfect. Craig's not in here.
Oh,
You're lying to me.
I'm losing 3 people in this chat.
There's no Craig.
You kidding me right now?
There's
Fuck
no
you.
now recording.
Now
You're
recording.
lying to me. Oh, Craig did leave. What happened?
Just like my dad.
He's like, I haven't heard anything for 5 minutes. Bitch. All right, well.
Uh-oh. A Snapchat group chat. Fuck.
No, it doesn't matter. Well, I mean, no, because we have. Because I'm basically what I'm doing this time is I'm just gonna use the audio from this. I mean, it's too late anyway because it's 30 fucking minutes in. You can't do shit about it. There's no point.
Simply get fucked.
Yeah, because it was.
Get fucked.
Get fucked. You
Fucking quiz.
Yeah, cause I
you
didn't
fucking
cuss-
buffy.
I was Russian. Rushing, I should say.
Rusing.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought, all right, well, fuck you, Craig, little bitch. Why did that fail to join? I'm not trying to figure out what happened. Well, because Craig came in. Yeah,
It did. It almost immediately left.
Oh,
I think even before it
dude,
said now recording
dude,
record whatever.
I was so scramble brained when I get in here because I'm like, it's fucking like a 1 minute until we're supposed to start. I'm like, all right, I gotta get Craig in here. I gotta make the fucking YouTube link. I gotta fucking get ready to put it out and shit. Blah blah blah. So it was like Craig was the first thing, and I was like, boom, done. Like whatever. Went on to my other shit. So it's okay. It'll be fine unless my internet goes out, and then we just don't do anything. With that. All right. So let's move on to other things, I guess, because COVID's gay. You know what? Let's hypothesize here.
Oh no!
The last COVID shit is.
Oh boy.
Because with the because we didn't talk about like the World Health Organization talk about like we might have to take radical changes. Like how fucking retarded would people have to be like, okay, guys, let's lock down again because this time it's gonna work. People are gonna buy into that. I know it.
The only thing about that I'll be okay with is if I can be given money from the government to drink every day like I did after my job had to furlough like half the company. That is the only reason I would even be okay with it slightly. But I know I'll probably be the same situation now. We're halfway through. They're like, okay, now we can afford to keep anyone around. And that being said, no, fuck the lockdowns. Suck my cock. Blow me.
The other thing would be funny as fuck is like, yeah, let's bring on more lockdowns. Get on some more stimulus checks, more stimulus shit that like they just
basically government gives you back the money you should have had to begin with. Part 18, the return of how do you like being taxed for being taxed for being taxed, you fucking bitch.
Like what I'm saying is let them print more money to do all the bullshit for like infrastructure and shit, where they add at the last minute some stimulus to appease the peasants.
Yeah,
right?
it's your usual law.
And then
they just jury rig a bunch of shit in there.
Once everyone pays off their bills and gets out of debt and shit, they just move to another country. Move out of the country. Like, where are we get our tax dollars from? Not my kids, bitch.
It's like that one guy who's like, yeah, I'm just not going to pay my taxes, and what, they're going to send me to jail where, get this, it's paid by tax money, but I'm not going to have to pay for it. And then when I leave, I'm not going to pay taxes anyways. So man simply like, all right, send me to jail for not paying taxes, where I get to eat for free, basically.
Oh,
as far as
I'm not paying
concerned.
taxes. If I'm not paying taxes, there's no jail. Checkmate.
If everyone comes together and doesn't pay their tax, I was literally in the car with like my aunt and uncle as they drove me from the airport. And straight up, they're like, "Well, what if we just everyone to stop paying taxes?" I was just sitting there like, "This is the most base conversation I've ever heard these people have." Like, everyone just stop paying taxes. Like, what are they going to do? Like, literally, what can they do? They can't arrest everybody.
Well, it's the fear that gets them.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
the fear.
It's like, who's going first, right? Who's got the balls? Who's got the fucking massive set of nuts to fucking go first?
Let's go first.
I don't know. I simply just suggest getting a good accountant so you have to pay as little, or simply just get money back from the government. How they do that, I don't know. There's always loopholes that are built in there for other people. I'm simply just taking advantage of them as well.
Yeah,
if you hit a government building with a vehicle, coins will fall out. like Sonic.
Yeah.
That
In
happens
Minecraft.
to me too, but instead I just come. Like if someone just assaults me, I just right on the spot. It's my defense mechanism. You don't want to fight me because
You're
I'll
like
literally start pissing.
You're like a squid.
That's my favorite thing where I hit on some of my friends are like, bro, it's making you really uncomfortable. I'm gonna kick your ass if you do. It's like, well, yeah, but what if that turns me on? I'm like, all right, never mind.
Eh.
I don't know. Same thing might work with the TSA or the police. They're like, sir, we're gonna if you resist arrest, it's gonna add to your charge. Like, yeah, but what if I get hard? And they're like, I'll tase you. It's like I had a car battery latched up to my cock and balls last week. That's nothing. What if I shoot you? Massive pain. If I bleed out, you can fuck my corpse. I'm still game, bro.
What if I shoot you? Oh, you want to penetrate me? What are you, gay?
Oh, yo, so hollow points. I want to feel the sparks inside of me, bro.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh.
My safe word's police brutality. Get the fucking stick out. Get the baton, baby.
Oh yeah.
Incredible. Fucking incredible.
Call this next one the first female president and just ram it up your ass.
Let's get the colonoscopy.
Oh, dude.
Like, oh no.
Oh,
Officer. I think I have something up my ass. Can you get a glove? I make sure to get the beefiest, biggest handed motherfucker in the precinct. Just like, I think, you're almost there. I think there's maybe a balloon of Coke up there. Just keep.
Yeah, let's go.
Just keep reaching in there.
I know there's something up there. Just keep going.
Just keep about 3 inches in and start pushing forward. All right.
So
I'm zooted, obviously. Sorry.
Completely zooted. Did you see that shit? It was someone trending on Twitter earlier today.
Don't have Twitter. Fucking gay.
Yes, it was what I got everything.
About Jack Dorsey stepping down?
No one cares about. I don't care about that. I don't give a shit
Okay,
about
yeah.
No, about Kamala Harris. Like Democrats are worried about her unlikability, and they're
Oh, really?
like about I guess what they're considering is some nuclear option potentially for 2024 if Biden's still alive, which he won't be. Probably.
He won't be. I mean, the amount of medication is shoving that poor guy to do press talks alone.
Yeah. You know what would be based if supply chain issues are the reason he dies because you can't get the medications they're pumping into him.
You know they got some pharmacists on tap for that shit.
They got a reserve that can only last them until the end of the presidency. But
politicians should not have to be likable. They need to do their fucking job.
Okay, no. This is exactly what it is. He was injected with nanomachines. This is like Crank 3. And basically, in order for the nanomachines to create the medicine he needs to live, he has to go around and he has to smell a child once every 20 minutes or he'll die.
That makes a whole lot of sense. I agree with that.
I would like to live in the plot of Crank. Just keep downing hardcore drugs to exist until I find the plot convenience. And also have Jason Statham's accent. It's the only good British accent out there.
But but what they want to do is so Paul in the chat, it was like Democrats last ones to learn Kamala is possibly unlikable. Yes, but here's how stupid they are. They admit that she isn't likable. So what they want to do is a nuclear option of potentially doing a Supreme Court pick with her. Like, what?
That'll make her likable.
Doesn't matter. You don't have to be likable to be a fucking Supreme Court justice, I guess. But that's what they want to do. That's what they're thinking about. They're throwing that idea around allegedly. Because don't give me 100% on that. Yes. So Watchmen in the chat's like, remember when Biden said something like, yeah, well, Republicans think we drink the blood of children out of nowhere? Yeah, I do remember that.
Well, he also said that he's not a skinwalker. So, I mean, there's a lot going on with that guy.
He did say that?
He brought it up at, like, some fucking conference where he just brought up, like, the fact that someone said he was, like, a skinwalker, some crazy shit.
Ooh, wow.
Which I know he's not a skinwalker, because skinwalkers would do a much better job.
He's got a lot of
I've
skin.
seen one before, okay, at an abandoned psychiatric ward that may or may not have been the one I was sent to when I was a small child. Just kidding. It's been closed down since, like, I don't even know how long.
Since you left?
Fucking 10, 20 years. Yeah, I mean, this could all just be in my head anyhow.
I'm not real. Could you imagine if this is all fake right now? We weren't even real.
It would make things a little easier. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'd be okay with that. If I just woke up in a hospital, it's like 2016. Just kind of look around and be like,
no,
and then immediately be informed that Harambe died first thing, and I'd be like, oh, we're stuck in a loop here. Oh god.
No, what it is
that would suck.
Is you are just code. I'm the real person, right? Ben's real too, but you're code.
Oh, you guys are in like the same like LAN server in like this weird Matrix situation. I'm the NPC.
We're a cute
couple. I'm a companion quest. You guys had to build XP with my ass.
That our housing unit collapsed for some reason, and we're on life support, hooked up to the machine, and they coded you in because you're adorable, and we're gonna get into a throuple or something. I don't know.
Just let me shave my face when we do more twink shit. It's not gonna really work with a goatee.
You're an otter, so it's okay. It's gonna be all right.
I don't have any items to start hitting something with in this room. Just assume I'd be committing acts of violence in here.
Yeah, perfect.
We're gonna put this ring on. Let me get 2 rings on.
But there's also also in Twitter news that, did you guys hear about that Lauren Bobart shit where she was talking about like being on an elevator and with Ilhan Omar?
What about it?
Let's see. Well, basically, she said like Ilhan Omar, I guess, was like on an elevator with Lauren Bobart recently, somewhere recently, and Lauren Bobart. Well, Lauren made some fucking tweet saying that she like made some like fucking Muslim joke or something or slur or some shit to her, and tweeted that out. And then Ilhan Omar was like, that didn't happen. Like, I walked into the elevator and you put your head down. So it's like, so either she's lying about being fucking like racist or something, or she was, and I don't know. It's a whole mess, but I love it. I love politics. It's a sham show. It's great. So Ilhan Omar, I guess, released some statement earlier today about it, which I'm kind of, Jihad Squad, Watchman says. Actually, I think that was somebody else. I think that was
pretty tough fucking name to be called. I don't know. I think I take that in stride. Jihad Squad. That's so tough.
I think someone else
tough.
Like Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Suicide Squad. Well, it's the same. That's kind of redundant. You know what I mean? Jihad Squad. Jihad Squad. Suicide Squad.
Man, you remember that fucking YouTube video of the Suicide Squad?
Yes, the literal Suicide
where I had that one gif where the guy just
dabbing it up and he dies.
So, one of the dumbest jokes I've ever seen. Was so fucking funny.
I'm gonna read this out loud because I'm sure this thing is hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read this out loud. So today, Representative Ilhan Omar released the following statement after she spoke with Representative Lauren Bobart. Today, I graciously accepted a call from Representative Lauren Bobart in the hope of receiving a direct apology for falsely claiming she met me in an elevator, suggesting I was a terrorist, and for a history of anti-Muslim hate. Instead of apologizing for her Islamophobic comments and fabricated lies, Representative Bobart refused to publicly acknowledge her hurtful and dangerous comments. She instead doubled down on her rhetoric, and I decided to end the unproductive call. I believe engaging with those who disagree with take
your time.
Yeah, sorry. I believe in engaging with those we disagree with respectively, but not when that disagreement is rooted in outright bigotry and hate. To date, the Republican Party leadership has done nothing to condemn and hold their own members accountable for repeated instances of anti-Muslim hate and harassment. This is not about one hateful statement or one politician. It is about a party that has mainstream bigotry and hatred. It is time for Republican leader McCarthy to actually hold his party accountable.
Which party helped start the Afghanistan war? Both of them, so it doesn't matter. That's true. That's true. Muslim hate right there is getting into a war or you murdering innocent Muslims. You fucking bitch.
You know what?
Party lines don't fucking matter.
You know what I'm kind of laughing about?
Cunt.
Is that yeah? So it's like it's one party, like one
party is obviously more racist than the other. Says the same party
it's
that
not about
doesn't
one
care.
hateful statement or one
obviously.
one politician, but you're using the one
Mhm.
politician to whatever. But my question is, what's like I was thinking about it the other day, is that there's like a handful of politicians on each side of the aisle that we know because of what they say. The rest of them just fucking stay quiet. You don't know really any, like, I mean, they might be all fucking racist, right? Like,
I mean, they're politicians, so I'm assuming they're like just the worst in every sense of the word. If they aren't openly racist, they're probably quietly racist. You tell me 87-year-old Democrat governor of whatever the fuck isn't racist? You tell me he's not? I'm sorry, the stats don't add up there.
I can guarantee you that all of them hate the poor on both sides.
Yeah.
It's a guarantee.
Well, they should just stop being poor. That's all.
Simple as.
To be fair, I do like those kind of jokes where you just like, oh, what are you, fucking poor? You're in a lower tax bracket than me? Get the fuck away from me. Classic jokes. Great jokes.
Classic jokes.
But then politicians are just unironically like that. We're like, oh God, you food stamps, disgusting. How dare you? We're gonna give you a poverty tax so you just stay there forever. You piece of shit. You need breast milk for your child. You need the fucking formula. Here, fetch.
Spitting out
and
breast
then they
milk.
give you like just enough to survive.
Breast milk.
They give you a formula that actually kills you and your child because they fucking hate you. Because the government basically wants you to die or be subservient to them forever, regardless of the ideology they have. Because it's all about them having power. That's what it comes down to, anyways.
That's
my
what
bad.
I always tell people. It's like what's the theory? Oh, that's like when Dan left our Discord because he was like, what was it? A couple of people in the Discord were talking about the depopulation agenda, and Dan was like, because it's kind of stupid, and then he got mad and left because it was like the final straw for him. But I mean, I don't blame him because the depopulation agenda sounds stupid to me because the government needs cattle and they need everyone to be healthy. Like, I think these
healthy enough.
Yes, correct. So like, I really believe that some of these fools think that the vaccine will help the most of us, right? Like the vaccine's like, it'll do more good than bad for most of the population, but if some people die, it's fine because we'll have most of the people because of, whatever. And we have them under control over a fucking virus that has like a 99% survival rate. So it's like establishing control and possibly getting rid of some people, but it's fine. It's okay. As long as we get the control.
I honestly want to take the Russian vaccine. If I had to take a vaccine, I feel like the Russian one would be the most interesting.
Vodka?
That shit has to work. What?
Vodka? Just go to the fucking store.
Vodka?
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Flavorless. It's like eating pussy. It tastes like napkins. There's no fun in that. I want shit to taste like pepperoni.
Buy a sub. What are you talking? What the fuck is going on here? What are you talking about? You want some pepperoni? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, yeah, I had to explain this several times before.
Ben's going to the astral plane right now. He's
trying to like mentally remember if he's ever had pussy that tastes like pepperoni. Either it tastes like napkins.
Pepperoni.
It either tastes like napkins
of all the flavors.
Wait, I'm not done. Let me see what I gotta say. Pussy usually tastes like three things: napkin, aka like nothing, that was fine. Pepperoni, which is a rare example, but I've had it like happen like enough times that like something has to be connected. I don't know. Maybe it's just the water down here. Or three, someone's been fucking sweating and it just tastes like hot garbage. But you got to be a man and go in there and dive in deep. You got to really get in there. And you just got to keep munching on down and just drowning in that garbage. It's like it's like a really bad pizza. But you know what? It's got all the grease. And you know what? You're hungry. Daddy's hungry. He's got to eat. He's got to have a meal. You gotta eat. And what? You gotta stop eating because it tastes a little funky? What am I, 12? What am I? I'm not gonna have my green beans and casserole. I need my proteins.
Hey,
I need my supplements.
About the green beans and casserole, motherfucker.
How so?
Because I almost had green beans and casserole Thanksgiving. We talked about at the beginning of the episode.
Okay.
That. So like,
all right.
Watch
collard greens and
trigger
spinach.
warning. Okay, come on, please.
Collard greens and spinach. You got it. No matter what, it's a nutritional meal that must be had.
You know what I'm trying to think about is
What?
that I think the one time I ate pussy did taste a little bit like pepperoni.
I'm
It's
telling
been
you, this is
so
a real
long.
fucking
It's so
thing.
long.
I
It's been so
never
long.
complain about it. I just have to bring it up when it happens because it's just like I don't know. It also makes
It
eating
tastes like sweaty pepperoni. You know what I mean?
depends on the heat down there. You know, if
Yeah. It was
like
hot.
at
I
the
didn't have
start,
AC
maybe
at the
not as
house.
much. Because like like eating pepperoni for like anything like pepperoni on a pizza
Fucking
or like the cold cuts and a charcuterie board.
Paul in the chat's
Then
like,
you're just like
leave
you're
it
just
to an
eating it and like,
Italian to think everything tastes like pizza. This fucking guy over here. Fucking
oh,
hey.
hey, maybe. Oh God,
You're awful.
I'm amazing. Don't even. Never got a bad review in my life on that end.
So
Just you should have called me back. Oh, you shouldn't call me your uncle's name and cried in the shower for 3 hours afterwards and vomited in my sink.
sir?
What?
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 What's going on?
What?
What's happening here?
What are you talking about?
Oh,
You guys gaslighting me. I feel it right now. You guys are gaslighting me. It's fine.
Oh, I re-listened to last week's episode to see if I said old Kyle or punish Kyle, and I said old punish Kyle. So yes, I was absolutely gaslighting you last week.
You motherfucker.
Yeah.
Or are
That's
you
what happened.
gaslighting me right now by gaslighting me?
No, I'm not gaslighting you right now. You. Well, I'm saying you're right.
I don't know. I can't trust you now. You might be gaslighting me about gaslighting
Listen
me.
to our episodes, and you would know.
You're gaslighting me about gaslighting me about gaslighting me about gaslighting me now. I can't trust you for shit, bro.
What? I didn't even catch that. Oh, so what I'm going to try to do with this episode, I think the audio is working out good. Otherwise, whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter. I have to use this audio regardless. But I'm gonna upload the video to Spotify, and I'm gonna upload it to Anchor. Then Spotify's gonna take it. So if you're a Spotify listener, you can either listen to the audio version or open your phone if you're at the desktop app and then watch the video. Watch the video for the shit. So 'cause it was like last week, I was like so confused. I was on the phone with my brother Justin. I was talking to him about him coming on to talk about Flat Earth, and I was like, I got an email like, oh yeah, you fucking can use video now for your podcast. I was like, wait, what? I'm like, how do I do this? Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, this would be really cool. I'm just like Joe Rogan. It's good.
Oh God, please!
But
I'm so
better.
tired of hearing about him.
Yeah, me too. I got
Yeah,
tagged.
just-
I got tagged with some meme on Facebook about like I like some meme say like, oh yeah, I know everything because I listen to Joe Rogan. I'm like, I only listen to Joe Rogan when he has anarchist on, like Michael Malice, Dave Smith. Oh,
Brett Favre.
our buddy Marcel might be on Dave Smith's Part of the Problem podcast soon. FYI,
Mm.
because I guess Tho Bishop hit up like publicly on Twitter, like did an ad that Dave Smith was like, hey, like you should get like Anarchy in Black on your show because he's great. And then Dave was like, all right, just like let me know, we'll get it going. So that would be interesting to see. I told Marcel to make sure to let Dave know how Dan feels about him. More about it because Dad's like, it's always funny that like they bring up that he's a comedian. Like Tom Woods would be like, oh yeah, comedian Dave Smith is like, because otherwise how would you know? That's so fucking good.
Oof.
Yes,
So who here has gotten their ass ate?
I just play with my asshole. I don't get it ate. You know what I mean?
Do you eat ass?
No, dude, that's gay, bro.
I've only had my ass ate on the astral plane. The ass.
You haven't lived. You haven't lived.
Oh, I'm gonna reach out Paul in the chat because there's like argument on Twitter about homeless people and playgrounds and shit, and something about Dave Smith. I don't know what exactly was going on with that. So Paul can explain it to me real quick, but I think it was something about like if I'm paraphrasing my understanding of it is that if Dave Smith was saying if there was homeless people hanging around a public playground that he would call the cops. Right? And then people are like, well, you're not an anarchist, you do that. It's like, well, I'm not living in Ancapistan in my head, and I want to protect my kids. So I kind of don't want homeless people that are maybe doing drugs around my fucking kids. So I want shoo. And
Only person to be doing drugs near your kids is me.
Yeah, but you're not homeless yet.
Yet.
Until your father finds out, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, anyways, back to ass eating.
That's an ass eating.
Back to ass eating.
Oh, let's finish. Like, you know what? We're gonna have an episode around ass eating. Okay. If you eat ass, you're immune to COVID-19 and the variants, all the variants, all of them. You're triple immune. It's guaranteed.
Okay.
Got a girl in the chat. Can't just randomly shoot homeless people. Sava, what the fuck are you doing?
No, you fire a couple rounds in the air to make them scatter like little raccoons.
I gotta reach out to Luke, 1911, see what he's got going on.
Let's bring him back on the podcast for absolutely fucking no reason.
We should.
Just to have him.
We should.
We should try to get like as many people together onto a podcast that are just relevant to us. Like, let's get the Cybersmith, M1911, let's get Marcel, and it's just some random fucking schmuck.
Well, that's really the whole reason.
There's a celebrity death match where they all just have these crazy schizophrenic ideas.
Idea of this
and
podcast,
also talk about ass eating.
The whole idea of this podcast is to do nothing for liberty, right? We just talk. We just talk shit, and we dunk on people constantly, and just have her boys on, have her girls on, whatever. Yeah,
we should.
That is going full Nicaraguan death squad. Yes, let's go.
That was close. That was
real close.
Yeah. I literally was looking at my phone for like 2 seconds. I was like, oh shit, please don't.
What? Don't do what? I wasn't saying it.
No. Are we doing a little extendo episode? Can we handle a little extendo episode?
No. I got some extendo for you.
You know what? If Ben puts up his link, you can go extendo, and I'll dip because I have to dip. But if you guys want to go extendo, you can do that.
I am actually good. I am.
Ben does not want to be stuck with me talking about like eating ass or something.
Yeah, well, you know what? Let's put a pin in it, in that ass, and we'll
pin in that ass.
We'll deal with it a little later. So yeah, so we'll call it. Everybody, thank you for coming out, and we will catch you next week. Hopefully, your ass is licked and cleaned before then.
Be prepared for the cavity search.
Oh yeah,
the gloves are going off.
Spread your cheeks and lift your sack.
This is Bravos.